Hello, beautiful soul. So today we will be talking about Sagittarius, wonderful sign. I have friends who are Sagittarius, and it's really interesting to observe you guys when you are walking through life, because one of the main things when I am learning from when I deal with Sagittarius is the power of speech. You probably noticed already that when you start really walking through life as a Sagittarius, you really want to observe what you say, right? And to really have that balanced attitude to the truth communicated to the world. You know so much, your wisdom is so amazing, but not every time that wisdom is accepted by everyone around you, right? And you need to start controlling, in fact, what you say, reducing, in fact, to the world that amount of knowledge which you have, finding that delicate balance here and there, because life shows you that not everyone is happy about the truth which you see at that moment. So Sagittarius, they see a lot. These are very evolved beings here, and we as evolved beings, we keep communicating the truth here. But then when we descend here in this reality, what we also see is that not every time the truth what we have here may be communicated to the world, because we keep facing struggles that not everyone can accept and is ready to accept that truth. And every month here in this age today, when we evolve, it's preparing us for something to fulfill in future. It's helping us actually to evolve even further, to find that delicate balance in our evolution. And for Sagittarius, I would say it's how you communicate your truth to the world, in fact. How do you spread that knowledge which you have? How do you do that impact so that the world will not beat you back, right? So you probably know what I'm talking about. So let's see what is the theme of the month for you for November 2024. Five of Cups. So you must get focused onto the emotional center, because you may perceive that these months are actually may kind of like, if you get focused onto some things which will not happen to your expectations, you will cry too much. You may cry too much about that, like this lady. It's a kind of like not a balanced emotional card for these months for you. So it's just like keep pushing your emotions, right? So anything may trigger you, and specifically that inner child in you, because when we keep being triggered, when our inner child is actually not held truly, and I feel like this is a very healing month for you, because if you actually pass through that and you do not allow yourself to really get fixed on so-called those disturbances, but for the healing, there is enormous opportunity for you, the abundance flow actually for you, which will come and will make you kind of ready for the next month to come, the next month to do the work, to do the sacred work, which you are actually being prepared here to do. Okay, so consider these months as the entrainment of your emotional center. I would not recommend during these months to start anything new, because that is the inner deep work months, I would say. So you want to kind of like make sure that everything around you is more or less stable. The work is stable, relationships are stable, everything is more or less stable, because there will be lots of potentialities for some triggering you during these months, and triggering specifically some traumas which were before, and you kind of like wanna pass through that month in a way which will prepare you for further work in future, when you will be very, very balanced emotionally. Okay, so I will give you a perspective actually. For example, you are driving a car, and you are just like, you know, you want to drive already a racing car, but the universe is saying to you, you know, just keep driving in your neighborhood all around. Just learn to drive. Because our emotions are a powerful communication center with the universe. So you want to train, dear Sagittarius, during these months, that emotional center in you so that you would be able to drive that racing car next. Okay, so, and the more you pass through that month with that attitude, you actually can become stronger. So which kind of personal and emotional strengths you want to lean towards to, so that to pass through these months correctly, right? And to create that abundance flow. There is the possibility of abundance flow. What you think that is so-called like bad, I don't want to see you. No, you want to face it. And that's exactly some revelation which will bring you some new understandings into your life. And then you will go to that reflection for, and very strong heart center in you. So very important that you know about those messages for this month when you pass actually through it. I again would not recommend you taking anything new during these months and changing tremendously stuff in these months. I would better say to do it during the next time, not during these months, actually. Refraining yourself from that possibility, keeping everything as stable as possible, because there is deep inward work here happening for you, Sagittarius, during these months. All right, so personal and emotional strengths to have in mind. 3 of Swords. All right, what's next? The Magician. Interesting. The Ace of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. Knight of Cups. All right, so what it shows me, again, keep your emotional balance in like center in your emotions, right? So you must be kind of like coming through that experience, that set of experience for these months, having in mind that in the end, what is pre-designed to you as this positive outcome is you want to become like that, like, you know, that horse rider of your emotions. Not that emotions rule you, you rule them. Do you see that difference? And you rule them through that center. You become that spirit which rules your emotions. And there is a secret for that. You cannot rule your emotions, dear Sagittarians, being out of center, running out of center. It's just not possible. Imagine you run. You chase. What's happening? You already don't see reality as it is. You see only some kind of color through the lenses which you put onto yourself, even if it is so-called loving lenses, but you don't see reality in front of you. And then what's happening is you start doing mistakes. Your goal during these months is to heal your heart, dear Sagittarius. And I actually have an interesting draw for you, I would say. Let me do it for you. I do it sometimes when it is really disbalanced heart center. We'll use the Heart Healing Oracle cards, and I want to just understand what kind of healing do you require for your heart center. In fact, let's have a look at it. Oh, this is very interesting. So it's all about daring. Learn to lead from wisdom. So you need to reconnect with your true wisdom, with your true wisdom, with your true authentic self. Do you see what I am talking about? This is the message which you can read. In fact, you can stop the video and see it. So you want just to dare to learn from your own wisdom. Can you imagine? So, and that type of attitude will help you to pass through all the obstacles, which may be awaiting you through these months, but you still reconnect to your heart. Do you see what I am talking about? That message is actually a repeating message. Yes, the rain may be around, there may be like some obstacles, some clouds, some winds. Who cares? You are centered. You are centered, and you just do your inner work. That's the deep inner work month, dear Sagittarius. If you do it right, there will be that magician inside you born. Okay? That inner magician, that magician has the qualities of balance. Do you see how he's standing? He's very balanced. Right? He knows what to do. When you reconnect actually to that inner wisdom within, what happens is you actually start really ruling your world. That's what's happening. You become the true master of your world. You know when to say what. You know how to use these apparatus in which specific situation, and how to go through every situation in a really beautiful way, so that to gain, not to lose, right? So very important. That's exactly when your cup will start overflowing. You will start seeing gain after gain, gain after gain. During that period, you really want to keep that attitude of reminding yourself that through your willpower center, reminding yourself that no matter which kind of disturbances here in my material world, I am willing to rebalance myself. I am willing to see the truth about myself. I am willing to reconnect with my true authentic self. That's the type of attitude which you keep wiring into yourself. And Five of Pentacles, it's a powerful reminder. In fact, it's a very doership card. It's the Minor Arcana card, and it's just showing that you can use even certain affirmations here. For example, I am ready to seek and receive help from people that care for me. You can allow even others to care for you. You already maybe lots of time didn't allow someone to care for you. And you want to, as the one who is the owner of this endeavor, of this entity, to take care for yourself as well, right? So this is actually the affirmation for you. If someone will be around you who is willing to take care about you, let them. Please let them. Do not take it all onto yourself. Do not cry on your own. If someone is providing you the shoulder, cry there. Just let them take care about you. Sometimes it's okay just to cry, just let it go and start everything fresh. All right, cleansing experience may happen, and then you actually start owning your emotions, because cleanse happens. You become like that knight riding your emotions. Okay. That type of attitude I would actually really recommend you having inside that period, November 22 to 24 for you, Sagittarius. Now, which kind of challenges you may go through? You say like, Yulia, it's enough already, challengers. No, I am saying that we want to be equipped, right? We want to be equipped fully and know how to overcome it. Because this is a really training month for you becoming a master of your emotions. So it means you need to be aware what needs to be done specifically, all right? You need to have that clarity and just know how to deal with this. Because if we know how to deal with this, we actually can really master it. You know, I'm doing some horse riding here every weekend. And I figured out that, yes, I heard a lot, horses need love and attitude and everything, but you can never ride a horse if you don't have skills, if you don't have knowledge. So this month is actually about learning how you deal with yourself, dear Sagittarius. It's not just about that loving attitude. You need to know how you handle yourself, your emotions, your inner child, which is still triggered, that inner thing which was formed through all the childhood, through all the previous experiences. You know, when you resolved everything, you will not be triggered by this world for sure, because you know how to handle it. So remember, this month is an entrainment month for you, so that you would get stronger through it, right? Now, so what is, in fact, that type of challengers, and how can you deal with them? How can you overcome them? So 6 of Wands, that's the card number 1. 8 of Swords, second card, all right. 5 of Swords, oh, it's all about your mental state, interesting. 2 of Wands, all right, and Ace of Pentacles. Oh my God, that is very, very interesting. So what do I see here? So your mind, in fact, will be disturbing your energy a lot. It might happen. So you need to really observe what is happening here through these months. It's very easy when you go to this periphery from center and just right in here. It's very easy to become really pushed by all this stuff. And then you see you have this card, you become suffocated by this bird, and then you don't see already, it's heavy. You know? So that is it. Finita la commedia. So nothing is possible for you. But guess what? If you keep that center, if you keep focusing on your emotions, right? If you keep just reminding yourself, do you remember you had a card, my cup overflows, doing those practices, keep reconnecting with your inner wisdom, keep really learning from each experience and really reflecting a lot with your journal. Take some girly journal, whatever, just to feel comfortable, or whichever other journal. I feel like whenever I have something like puffy like this, it feels so warm and nice, you know, just make something beautiful for you, even if it sounds really weird for others. For you, you feel comfortable. You feel comfortable with that. You feel safe. That's a period when you really need to take care about your safe space. And that's where you can really reconnect with your energy, right? Reconnect with your energy, become that queen of your energy, establish that energy, take care about your energy, do some energy healing work. In fact, if you have someone in your community around, ideally face-to-face, it may be also on the distance if it's a really truly good master, so you can feel it. And anything what is not aligned with your energy, does not matter of testimonials, certificates, whatever, whoever they are, just say it's not for me. Anything what can disturb today your energy will not really help you, because that's a period when something new can come to you. Some new endeavor can come to you. You don't want to miss it, because that will be the beginning of the new cycle. Okay, for you, you don't want to miss it. You want to establish that balance again. You want to establish that balance, and that new opportunity may be missed by you if you keep whining exactly in those periods. Do you know that the most amount of wealth is made by powerful investors exactly in the period of depression? Do you know why? Because they keep that balance. They keep that focus on what is here. And when everyone around are whining, they keep being focused. And they see what others don't see. That's truly is. That's how it's happening, you know? So those who are true investors, they get activated specifically in those depressive states, When every type of thing is swirling around, they're super active. They start investing into different entities, whatever. I know about it because my husband is reading a ton of books of those investors, and that's the pattern which I actually observe here and there. That's an interesting thing, right? So why not to replicate that pattern of those who are gaining again and again? So we want to be intelligent in here, and we want to keep that inner balance in our energy. We want to keep that balance in our energy first. Again, reminding, you see like these two cards are coming together. It says, hey, dear Sagittarius, keep being focused on your inner balance. That's what will help you. Before taking any action, before flying somewhere, whatever, keep observing like that bird sitting here on the swords. Do not just fight. Stand still. Stand still. That's very, very important. And only then you can see that opportunity, which will, I promise you, it will pass through that period. It will definitely be there. And you will notice it if you keep standing still here, all right?